A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, November 17th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Ulster County is now one of several local governments in the state to join the Green Purchasing Communities program. Green purchasing entails making product purchases that are sustainable and have a lower environmental impact, like products with reduced packaging and products containing a higher percentage of recycled material content. County Executive Jen Metzger says government purchases are significant in terms of quantities of goods and supplies and can play an important role not only in modeling responsible purchasing, but also in helping to expand the markets for sustainable products and the new green jobs that come with them. The state program identifies over 75 different Green New York purchasing specifications covering office and building materials supplies, electronic equipment and appliances, food service items, and transportation items. Winners in the City of Kingston's Yes to ADUs accessory dwellings unit design competition have been selected. The Yes to ADUs accessory dwelling unit design competition is part of the Plus One Home program, a partnership between the City of Kingston, Ulster County, and RUPCO. The winning design will receive $25,000 to produce permit-ready construction documents, which Kingston homeowners can use to obtain building permits to construct new detached ADUs. An evaluation committee composed of local design professionals reviewed all contest submissions and selected the Demo architectural team's design. The runner-up is Plus One by Andrade Architecture. A $3,000 award for the best non-professional student design will go to Part and Parcel by Raphael Cruz. Dutchess County native Pat Manning, a former county legislator and state assemblyman, has announced the birth of the Hudson Valley Vipers minor league hockey team that will be making Poughkeepsie their home. As a county legislator, Manning was instrumental in attracting the Hudson Valley Renegades to Dutchess County 30 years ago. The Hudson Valley Vipers will be playing a full season of hockey at the McCann Ice Center at the MJN Convention Center. The Vipers are part of the 16-team United Hockey League, with teams as far west as Detroit and east to Vermont. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
With anti-Semitism on the rise, particularly after the October 7th Hamas terrorist attacks on Israel, State Senator Bill Weber, a Republican, has introduced legislation that he believes will tone it down. The proposed law would prohibit New York college students who knowingly engage in anti-Semitism from receiving state tuition assistance program awards.
We felt it very appropriate to really hit and really attack anti-Semitism at its root and really hit people in the pocketbooks. You know, students have a right to say certain things, but they don't have a right to be anti-Semitic and really not only with their acts, but in terms of violent acts too. So taxpayers shouldn't be funding and rewarding people on campus for their anti-Semitic activities.
According to the Anti-Defamation League, since October 7th, there have been nearly a 400% rise in anti-Semitic incidents around the country. Congressman Pat Ryan and Mark Molinaro have introduced legislation that would permanently ban additional anchorages on the Hudson River. Ryan says we owe it to our children, seniors, and future generations to fight with everything we've got. He said the legislation would stop big corporations from turning the Hudson River into a parking lot for dangerous barges once and for all. Molinaro says the bill is a line in the sand. We will not sit on the sidelines and watch corporate interests jeopardize the Hudson River, its drinking water and ecosystem, he said. 2 Republican area state lawmakers are criticizing Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul for signing clean slate legislation that will seal criminal records. Senator Rob Rollison, a Republican from Poughkeepsie, said despite what Democratic supporters say it will provide criminals with a second chance, it's much closer to the truth to call it a free pass, he said. Assemblyman A.J. Beefan, a Republican from East Fishkill, said sealing records of violent criminals 8 years after a felony conviction is counterproductive.
This clean slate legislation includes the sealing of records for gun felonies, kidnappings, assaults, burglaries, robberies, hate crimes, arson, and that's only to list a few. Now, these are very dangerous crimes, and organizations and people across the state deserve to know who's working for their organizations, who lives in their communities.
But several organizations support the move, including Community Alternatives, which says the legislation will expand the workforce, address the state's labor shortage, and boost New York's economy. Mayor Torrance Harvey is back from leading a delegation of Newburgh officials to the SOMAS conference in Puerto Rico. The mayor said several subjects of interest to his city were discussed at the sessions.
Economic inequality, environmental justice, clean water matters, affordable housing, intermunicipal agreements.
City Manager Todd Venning and some city council members also attended the sessions. The city council had budgeted $12,000 to cover the costs of the conference. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.